1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers, I see who you are. My morning ritual, thanks for having me over. Start with audiovisual, dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
Alright, let's do the mic.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. I am Bomani Armah, and we are 183 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Friends, I need your help. Help me break the algorithm, pass along some positivity, get that RBG energy. Join my email list at notarapper.com. All right. Now, if you've been watching this program, you know that every morning we start off with a libation. Today, I have a special, simple, but broad libation. Today's libation is for Black women, all Black women. Let me explain this to you a little bit and understand the project that I'm trying to do and what I've been trying to accomplish here. I know this is as broad of a libation as I could possibly offer, but I wanted to let you know what I'm dealing with. After the first 2 months of doing the morning announcements, I was confronted with the obvious. The majority of history is told through the eyes of men. When I would go to websites that featured Born on This Day, the men outnumbered the women 4-1. It was only around October that I committed to having 2 out of the 4 libations in a week be for women, which required me to do a lot more research. There are sites for women's history I go to that gives me more to work with, but I honestly have not found many Black women with February birthdays to honor. I had been flirting with an idea for a while, and I'm finally ready to ask my audience for help. In the link in the description, you'll find a Google form. I'm asking people to submit ancestors from the African diaspora to honor with our morning libation. They don't have to be famous, just people you feel deserve to be honored. I'm asking for 2 online sources about this person, a quote from that person, and a photo. I was also struck by a quote that I used from a friend and colleague, Harry Jones, when I honored him. He said, "I don't tell my story by quoting Caucasians." I have to be honest, I haven't nearly lived up to that lofty goal. I was giving myself through Watermelon Day this year to develop a team of researchers that help me honor our ancestors with our own research and stories. I do plan on honoring white people who have contributed to the struggle of Africans. I was waiting until John Brown's birthday to start that off. I really appreciate the few people who watch this live and those who share the libations. This is a personal project that keeps me focused on what my goal is as an artist and an educator, so I have no plans on stopping. What I do want to do today, though, is pour a libation for all the Black men who pour a libation for all the Black women who make our world possible. We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flame still flickers. We're pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation is for all Black women from the past, our ancestors, the women who have birthed the nation that we have right now. Please go to the description of this video and you'll find the Google form where you could submit people you would like to honor. It's a very simple form. Send it in. I would love to start honoring more people who we know personally. All right. Now, friends, I'm going to be doing an extra hard push because this Sunday is my big show, the Frederick Douglass Writing Club, Writing for Freedom since 1838. It is happening at the Prince George's County Publick Playhouse. I definitely want my friends to come out there. I need a big crowd so I can stage dive. I'm joking. I'm not going to stage dive, but I definitely want y'all out there. As you've been reading in the news, Blackness and blackness is always under attack. And I feel like I need to recruit more young people who know how to use their voice to express what's going on in their community. And that's what I do with the Frederick Douglass Writing Club. Let me give you an example of what I do with the Frederick Douglass Writing Club. The next video I'm going to show you is called Rhetoric Just Like Frederick. My sister and I, 4 years ago, right before, maybe 3 years ago, went to all the monuments to Frederick Douglass within an hour and a half of my house. And we came up with this video. I really enjoy this project. I'm going to be performing this song on Sunday using a lot of the B-roll footage from this video. Friends, I hope you enjoy this. This next video is called Rhetoric Just Like Frederick. Baba Bomani, BabaGapBars.com. Rhetoric, the use of persuasive language. Nobody was better at rhetoric than Frederick Douglass.
You can have rhetoric just like Frederick.
Rhetoric, just like Frederick. Rhetoric, just like Frederick. Rhetoric, just like Frederick. Rhetoric, just like Frederick. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick. Keyboard out your mouth. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick. Power make them count. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick. Keyboard out your mouth. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick.
Rhetoric just like Frederick.
He was many things, including a biographer. America was on trial. He's the stenographer, key witness, and prosecuting attorney. He took the whole world on a slavery journey. Became a voice for the voiceless, enslaved Africans faced with hard choices. Back when they thought former slaves couldn't be literate, destroyed the myths that the masses were considerate. Blew you away with vocabulary, above ordinary, distinguished dignitary, emissary, representing for black pain, deep and philosophical or simple and plain. You know you got a story, are you telling it? Don't ever think your story isn't relevant. Like Douglas, tell your own narrative, so you can have rhetoric just like Frederick. Rhetoric, 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 what you talking? Just like Frederick. Keyboard out your mouth. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick. Power make them count. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick. Keyboard out your mouth. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick.
Rhetoric just like Frederick.
1847, he started the North Star. At the time, black newspapers were bizarre. He felt he had to use his freedom of the press. Those who suffer injustice are those who must demand redress. He appreciated white abolitionists, but thought former slaves should tell what the mission is. They pushed forward their efforts, sold copies through networks, turned readers through experts. Then he teamed up with Martin Delaney, who was astute, that's another word for brainy. He thought the publication should be named for its creator, so the name became the Frederick Douglass Papers. What's the story in your world? Are you telling it? Don't ever think your story isn't relevant. Telling your story is imperative, so you can have rhetoric just like Frederick. Rhetoric, 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 what you talking? Just like Frederick. Keyboard out your mouth. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick. Power make them count. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick. Keyboard out your mouth. Rhetoric, what you talking? Just like Frederick.
Rhetoric just like Frederick.
He used his skills to write and perform speeches. That's readings out loud that inspires and teaches. Before the Civil War, few had seen before a black orator on a nationwide tour. When it comes to speeches, he might be the GOAT. From slave abolition to the women's right to vote. Good speeches are the art of storytelling, presenting arguments in a way that's compelling. Look at the titles, they tell you no lie. Like what to the slave is the 4th of July. The hypocrisy of American slavery. Giving these speeches showed poise and bravery. What's your message to the world? Are you telling it? Don't ever think your message isn't relevant. Write your words down and then start yelling it. You can have rhetoric just like Frederick. Rhetoric. What to the American slave is your 4th of July? Rhetoric. I answer just like Frederick. A deal that reveals to him rhetoric, more than all of the days of the year, like the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is the constant victim. To him, your celebration is a shame. Your boast of liberty, like an unholy license. Your national greatness, like swelling vanity. Your sounds of rejoicing are empty and heartless. Your denunciation of tyrants, brass-fronted impudence. Your shouts of liberty and equality, hollow mockery. Your prayers and hymns, your sermons and thanksgivings with all your religious parade and solemnity. Mere bombast, fraud, deception, impiety, and hypocrisy. A thin veil to cover up crimes which would disgrace a nation of savages. Friends, that was Rhetoric Just Like Frederick by yours truly. I want you to bring your children out to the Frederick Douglass Writing Club this Sunday at the Prince George's County Playhouse. If you've been hiding under a rock, you need to know that Black history and understanding the Black past and how we got to the point that we are in is completely under attack. And we need to be able to arm our children with not only the knowledge of their own history, but literacy, so they can read more about their own history and they can write and express themselves. That has been my mission my entire adult life. I implore you to bring your children out to the Frederick Douglass Writing Club. It is only $5. When you come, you will get a writing process journal that will walk you through the process of writing your own rhyme. I will also have for sale, I have them Black and in white. I have the Frederick Douglass Writing Club. If you come to the show, you are automatically a member of the Frederick Douglass Writing Club, writing for freedom since 1838. FD Dub C 1838. I'm really excited to be a part of this project. Make sure you pass the word along. I know you know a young person who is already excited about writing, or you know a young person who you want to get excited about writing. Bring them out to this program. I guarantee you they will be inspired and want to be able to tell their story when it's all over. All right. Now, friends, let me also make sure you know where you can get the morning announcements merch. I am drinking my coffee out of the Honor the Ancestors, Prepare the Descendants, and Love Right Now mug. I also have all this merch that you can buy at bars.com, including the ZYX mirror shirt. I'll get more information about that next week. And also the watermelon flag stuff. Okay. Now, friends, I want to make sure you know about our book that we have been reading this week. Our book has been brought to you by Africa Access. The good folks over there at Africa Access make sure to find books that explain the story of Africa to young children. This week, we have been reading from Catch That Chicken by Atinuke and Angela Brooksbank. All right. Now, I'm going to read a couple more pages from this. I have it right here on my handy dandy document cam. Let me hit you with this. Boom, boom. I love this book. Let me flip back to the opening page here so you can see how genius this author is and this illustrator is. They take this huge scene from this compound and break it down to this story of this young girl who's trying to catch the chickens because that is her job. That's what she feels like she's the most talented at in her village. This reminds me so much of my family's compound in Kenya. I loved watching this story. Let me read a couple of more pages from it for you, okay? One day, Lami chases a chicken through the pen. Sanu, Sanu, shout the uncles. Slow down. She chases that chicken around the compound. Sanu, Sanu, shout the aunties. Slow down. You see all the detail here as she's chasing the chicken throughout everything. This is just a great book to have for your young reader. I'm going to do one more page for you. I'm not going to ruin the ending for you. She chases that chicken up the big baobab. Sanu, Sanu, shout the elders. Slow down. All right. I want y'all to go cop this book. Go into the link in my description. You'll find the link to Africa Access. You'll also, I believe I linked it to Mahogany Books. I believe they have copies you can buy. Our book for the week has been Catch That Chicken. Definitely go check that out. Brought to you by Africa Access. All right, friends. So every day, I have been ending with the Black National Anthem by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson. I'm going to do the same thing today. Friends, here comes Lift Every Voice and Sing. Friends, that was the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing by James Weldon Johnson and his brother Jay. Friends, that has been our show for today. There are 3 things I want you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, love right now. When I count to 3, everybody say peace. Wait a minute, let me see. I got somebody in the chat here. Who's saying what's up? What's up, Teresa? How are you doing? Oh, thank you for the shout out to Frederick, just like Frederick. I needed that energy. Thank you very much. When I count to 3, everybody say peace. Throw up the deuces. I'll see y'all on Sunday at the Prince George's County Playhouse. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace.